Subscribe to our channel for the latest NBA news, trade rumors, and breaking updates. Giannis Antetokounmpo is officially a Miami Heat player as the trade became official earlier today. Though he is the newest member of the Heat, he was expressing his love for a Heat target before the trade was even announced. On Kickstreamer N3on's livestream, Antetokounmpo had several moments that revolve around LeBron James. The conversation began with a simple but loaded question. When asked who his greatest of all time in NBA history is, Antetokounmpo first states that he does not think you can compare between different eras. This response set the stage for what came next, as he continued to say that the player he likes to watch the most in the league is James. His exact words were direct and unmistakable. "The person I like to watch a lot is LeBron James." This quote was documented HT at the Heat Central via at the Dunk Central on July 6, 2026. For Heat fans, this comment lands with far more weight than it would have a week ago. Heat fans will certainly take this incident as recruitment for the league's all-time leading scorer. The James sweepstakes is the second biggest story of the offseason behind Antetokounmpo's own trade. One would have to think that the Heat's star player openly discussing his like for James could be flattering to help sway where ultimately he lands, but the admission of admiration was only the beginning of the stream's LeBron-related moments. What followed turned into one of the most talked-about clips of the entire broadcast. If it was not obvious enough that Antetokounmpo wants the Heat to sign James based off earlier comments, then it is obvious now. N3on's stream chat begins to say that James signed with his hometown team, the Cleveland Cavaliers, again. The reaction was immediate and visible. Giannis almost had a heart attack when N3on stream trolled him saying LeBron signed to Cleveland. This moment was captured and shared publicly, with the caption reading, "Giannis when he found out it's fake, so there is a chance." The post, credited to Heat Central, at the Heat Central, was published on July 6, 2026. Antetokounmpo goes into complete panic and noticeably gets anxious about the news. In that moment, his first instinct was to seek confirmation. He then asks his brother, Alex, to try and confirm the news. The uncertainty in the room was evident as the stream continued, with Antetokounmpo waiting to hear whether the report about James returning to Cleveland was true. The best part is when he is told that it is fake, and he has N3on feel his chest to presumably feel his heart rate. That physical reaction alone would have been a notable moment on its own. But the thing that will catch people's attention is what he says right after. Antetokounmpo finishes the clip by saying, "So there's a chance," which should give every Heat fan hope. This is clear evidence about Antetokounmpo's desires to play with the player he likes to watch the most. The full exchange was documented in a post that read, "Giannis when he found out it's fake, so there's a chance. Come win Ring 5 at King James." The line referencing a 5th championship ring was a direct call-out to James, tying together both the emotional reaction and the underlying message behind it. With the immediate reaction now on record, attention turns to what it actually means for James's free agency decision. It is unclear where James will ultimately sign, but it is nice to see the Heat's newest superstar openly recruiting new players to join him. The situation places Antetokounmpo in an unusual position, just hours removed from becoming a Heat player himself, and already positioned as a voice in another star's free agency decision. Time will tell if his recruiting efforts pay off, but one thing that has to help their chances is Antetokounmpo's willingness to put himself in the forefront of the James recruitment. On the basketball side, the fit has already drawn attention from analysts. James would be a perfect fit, alongside Antetokounmpo and Bam Adebayo on the court. The front court and floor spacing possibilities created by a trio featuring Antetokounmpo, Adebayo, and potentially James have been a talking point since the trade was first finalized. The stakes extend beyond individual fit. The Heat could catapult themselves into East favorites if they were able to pull it off. That single sentence captures why this stream moment carried so much weight for Miami's fan base, since a roster built around Antetokounmpo, Adebayo, and James would immediately reshape expectations for the Eastern Conference. As it sounds, Heat fans and Antetokounmpo will all be itching to find out what James decides. The sequence of events from the stream, an unprompted compliment, a moment of panic, and a pointed message aimed directly at James, has given Miami's fan base a fresh reason to watch the free agency period closely. Whether or not the comments influence James's eventual decision, they have already become part of the ongoing narrative surrounding the Heat's roster construction this offseason, layered directly on top of the Antetokounmpo trade that dominated headlines earlier in the day.